Virgo, it's Christelle Martinette here for a reading for you for the month of September. And before I start, well, I'll be starting with the Tarot of the Pictorial Key, and I'll use those one at a time. I'll show you. And just to tell you that I'll be announcing the winner of the past life regression contest next week in a separate video. And I wanted to say what I'm hearing for you and seeing for you is that you have things fairly under control. You know, no matter what your situation, no matter what critical moment, what difficult time that you have, it is not discombumbling you. You know, it seems that in your mind and in the eyes of others, you've got it under control. You know, you seem to have everything under control. And this theme seems to permeate a number of the different signs in different ways. And and for you, I'm seeing that you're in the midst of a crisis. You know, there is a crisis all around. You're in a fairly dire crisis. It could be anything. It could be, you know, your boiler broke, or you're some kind of varying degrees of crises. But you seem to be cool, calm, and collected. And this is a good thing. Now let's take a look at the individual cards to see what they have to say. And then I'll be using my Sibilla cards and the runes, should I need either of them. Let's see for Virgo. Happy birthday. Did I say happy birthday? No, I probably was caught thinking of you. Happy birthday, and I hope you have a great birthday this time round. Let's see what the cards have to tell us. I'll lay them and then show them to you one at a time. Okay, the first card we have here is the Ten of Swords. And thank goodness the Ten of Swords, because you have, Ten of Swords is the end of a difficult crisis. But what I'm seeing you in, and I'll repeat that, is that you have a sort of crisis, and whether it is over or not, the aftermath is there, and you are acting cool, calm, and collectively. But there's more here. There's more here. The difficulty is extending to other people. You are under control, but it is extending to, say, family or friends. And in that respect, you're lending a helping hand. You're able to extend yourself. You know, you're able to extend yourself and help them and give them solace for in some way. You know, watch their children, give them a ride somewhere, or give them a meal at home. And this is interesting for me to see, because it takes up your time, but you're welcome to do it. You're happy doing it. And there's not one thing that is going to bother you about extending yourself. You don't want payback. You don't want to be reimbursed for your services, for your help, or any of that. No. There's also a lot of, I'm seeing children. You know, I'm seeing a lot of children that either you're caring for, or your own children, or you may be having or wanting children, but there's children, and the idea of children is around you. Let's take a look at the next card. We have the Seven of Cups. And what this Seven of Cups is telling me here is that there is a number of ways you can extend yourself. All you have to do is choose. It seems that there are so many needy people around you, and you have you catch wind of that. You know that there are many people in need, far more so than yourself. And it's a sort of, the choice is there. There's just don't know which one to take first, because the degrees of neediness are so varied. And but the more you extend yourself, I see, the more you remove yourself from your own crises. And it seems that it's therapeutic, and it has a healing property for you. The Empress is the focus card. And ladies and gentlemen, Virgo friends, the Empress is our creative lady, is our birth woman, is the woman who gives birth to ideas, to projects, to novelties, and gives other people ideas of how to go about their a contribution, how they can extend themselves. There's a certain amount of teaching here this month of September, Virgo, where you listen to others very carefully and you see the difficulties that are underway, but there's also you at the same time that you're doing this, you're multitasking, listening, understanding, but getting ready to teach others to help themselves. It's very interesting, and I don't believe that everyone who's listening to me, of all of you out there, Virgo, are healers or psychics, but I'm getting that the energy behind what you're doing has to do with that. Healing in very many different ways. Let me see what this is all about. The Six of Swords. Sorry, the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands. The Six of Wands, of course, we know the Six of Wands, you can see, is the, they are the survivors par excellence. They are the winners. They are accolades, the laurel wreath on their head. They have come out of their shell. They are coming into their own. And I still hear that, that sound, the healing. You are a healer. Basically, one of your greatest properties and one of the best contributions that you can give to humanity is in the form of healing. What I'm also getting is that many of you tend to know that, but the greatest difficulty that you have is understanding how. And this is many people's difficulty, because most of the people who come to read with me ask, well, I need to know what I'm supposed to be doing. I need to know where my energy is best spent. And we look at that in the cards, and we try to understand where they come from and where they need to be going. And this I'm seeing for you most of all. But it is a successful passage here, the month of September. It is a successful moment, because there's a moment in time, especially this is the third week of September, where right when it's coming out of the Virgo sign, but there's a moment where it clicks, everything starts to click, and you're there. It's a highly active, proactive Virgo that I'm seeing, more like a fire sign, but there's there's a lot of meditative processes, there's a lot of planning, a lot of not strategizing, but planning. You're getting things straight, you're getting things in order, you're getting your house in order. And here I've got, lo and behold, the Emperor. Now we've got the Emperor and the Empress here, and they are in a 1-3-5 relationship. They're in a trining relationship with the Ten of Swords. And what I'm seeing this is as, and I'm going to take 3 Sibilla cards on that, I'm seeing this as the a person in crime, someone who's helping you in the healing process, who's helping you be a healer with you, who's giving you some form of support in your efforts to help others. And at the same time, I'm seeing it as a relationship where all of the negativity is behind you. Let's take a look first at the Queen. The Empress. Yes, it is behind you. I have the female enemy, nemica, love, amore, and jealousy, and these are mirroring each other and canceling each other out. That is a proper assessment of this. There is the hurt, the pain is now giving way to an open heart, a more not desirous, but a more calm heart and accepting heart. I'm going to take 3 Sibillas on the Emperor now. And the Emperor, we have Consolante Sorpresa, Consoling Surprise, Vedovo, Widower, and the Priest Sacerdote. And this is a motley crew, these two. But we have Consolante Sorpresa, and when I get these two together, I do see a development. There's a development from a loss to a spirituality. In this case, usually the Sacerdote is nefarious, he's hiding things under his cloak. But here I'm seeing it as one step. You're not out of this negative feeling, the hurt, it's still, you have the open wounds. But I see it as taking one step. to using the energy in a way for you to clear those and to help those wounds heal. Very interesting, this spread here for you. And I'm going to take the runes to see what this healing. Healing is your game. Let's see. I get so excited every time I cast the runes. And I don't want to say love is in the air, love is in the air, because love has come into the air. There is a... I get so excited when I see these runes. Okay, now, first of all, we're not talking abundance this month. We're not talking economic abundance. We're talking about spiritual abundance, and that is very, very clear. And it's a how can I say? It's a rite of passage that you have to go through. This moving from the mundane, paying rent and having economic difficulties, and trying to move house and trying to get this, to a moment where that is going to give way to an open, like I said, an open heart. And Urus here is here to tell us that we need go through that gateway in order for us to progress spiritually. Manats is here also over the Ten of Swords, telling us now we can leave that behind, the hurt, the pain, and move forward spiritually. I have this Seven of Cups that you saw, and Aljit's bright stave over that. And just, whatever the month shall bring, if there is any doubt concerning where you can best spend your energy and where you can best start your healing process for others, with others, don't worry about that, because it will come. It's on the, remember we talked about the third week of September. It's going to spill over in October, this idea of gelling and the projects and what black on white projects you can enact to start walking towards others to heal them. Here I'm also getting beautiful Otalav here over the Six of Wands, and definitely you're on a roll. You are on a healing roll. And this is a roll to a wave, the metaphors are mixing themselves up in my mouth. This is a wave that you need to ride, because as I said, it's not characteristics. I look like I'm reading for a fire sign, and there's energy here that's sort of uncommon to Virgos, but I'm thinking that this is the time you need to ride that wave, because the open heart can lead you up roads that you've never been before. Very interesting, the give and take, the diag and the exchange and the interaction with others that will bring you abundance, spiritual abundance. Now we have this two things. First, I'll go to the focus later. Over the cards with the Emperor, there is for many of you, there's a partner in crime. There's another person that is involved, and you have sort of mixed feelings about them, but you tend to have a warm heart towards this person, and deep in your heart of hearts that this person can help you. And the difficulty here seems to be that the fact that the month of September may not be the best in terms of financial abundance for you, that may take energy away from what you consider this person to be for you. And it is what the runes are telling you is to wed your ideas, bring them together with that person, leave any kind of animosity or any kind of emotional difficulty you've had with them away, for those of you who have that person in your life. Now, over this Empress, I have the nameless, faceless rune Weird, Ingvats, and Sohilo. And again, I've said this for others, it seems like you can't get better than this, you can't get better than this, you can't get better than this. But there is something here, I've said it for another sign, but here you can get better than this, because there's a little bit of obstinance, there's a little bit of headstrong energy in you for the month of September, Virgo, that is taking you, it has to do with the way you want to create. There is a moment of doubt that does seep in, like I said, with this Seven of Cups about which way I should travel, which way should I help, how should I help. But here this is confirming that whatever you do, the month of September is a wave you need to ride. I hope this was of help, ladies and gentlemen, Virgo friends. Namaste, and have a great birthday month. Bye-bye.